Hey, what's up, everybody? I just finished watching Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, and I had to make this video to talk about it. Before I do, though, like I said in the description, there will be some language, mature content, and some gory, gruesome details about this movie. Some of it may be spoilers, so if you don't want to watch the movie first. It won't be too many spoilers. Basically, what I'm going to talk about is well, a lot of the gory, death, nudity, extreme, busting body fluids, etc., etc. So, yeah, I'll get to that in a second. So if you want to continue watching, you've been warned. Warned. I can't even talk. I'm so don't know what to say. This movie just, I'm like, what the fuck have I just watched? Yeah. So basically, it's about this high school graduate, hadn't gone to college, Arby, who it starts out with him and his girlfriend in the graveyard in Tromaville, and it's like on an ancient burial ground, and there's even a sign saying that there's going to be this chicken place coming soon, and he's, geeky guy, hasn't been with a girl yet. This is his first time in the cemetery. And she's even saying like, "Oh, you're the best dry humper," and then he has trouble taking off her bra and everything. And he finally, after saying that, they'll still be together even after high school, and college won't change them, and she promises she'll always love him, and so they finally, he loses his virginity for the first time. And as they're laying on the cemetery ground, we got like hands coming up and grabbing them and everything. And a finger, I mean, he thinks that she's grabbing him and saying all these extra hands. It's just really ridiculous. You would know being caressed by like a bunch of hands would be really weird. And, and a finger actually breaks off in his butt, and he thinks that it's like a adult toy that she used on him. And this guy creeps up in the middle of it. Let's just say choking the chicken. You see it, yeah, pun intended, and scares her off, and they run off and everything. And it goes to later on when the chicken place opens, and he sees his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. He doesn't know what's going on, and she ends up being what was the quote, left-wing lipstick lesbian, and he finds out going with this girl Mickey now changed her after she promised not to change in college. And she's like, "Oh, it's all about experimentation and all that." And so he wants to impress her, and he's thinking, well, they're at this protest. They don't want the chicken place to be open, so she's a protester now, that the chickens are being mistreated. And her girlfriend is talking about how it's on a not respecting the land of the Indians and everything, and he doesn't really care. And I didn't realize that it was a musical too. I mean, I know Troma did like Cannonball the musical and everything, so all of a sudden he bursts into song how he's gonna impress her and make money and all this stuff. And he goes in, he figures if he gets a job there he can make money and try to win his girlfriend back. And so he gets the job there and everything, and he he fantasizes about having a threesome with them. Lots of nudity. It's almost like a low budget horror musical softcore porn, basically. So Paco, there's a guy that works there. There's a couple of guys there. One of them is obsessed, or he likes screwing fake chickens, or I mean, not fake chickens, dead chickens. So I mean, he shows him making out with like a chicken breast and going into it and everything. And there's like these weird eggs that had popped up there, and all these it gets mixed in with the food. And this food critic, kind of like Jared, eats one, craps out an egg, he explodes, shit goes everywhere. Close up, it even shows his big butt censored coming out. I mean, it's really, if you're easily grossed out by like bodily fluids, gore, blood, intestines. I mean, there's just so many over the top gags. They're like spewing out all this green blood and liquid. The one guy that's screwing a chicken that comes to life bites it off and is holding on to him. And there's this Muslim woman whose name is hummus, like the like the dip or whatever, or the food, and she is called Hamas. So there's also a lot of racist jokes in it too, Muslim, Jews. I mean, it's all around. So if you're offended by that, probably wouldn't recommend it. I mean, this, like I said, this film is over the top, not for everybody. A lot of grotesque scenes. We got like a pole going through his butt out of his front, and gave him an extra pole tip, if you get what I'm saying. Then we got, like, once people start eating the chicken, there's like a Colonel Sanders type character who's tired of the protests, so he gives them the chicken, and it's all like bubbly green. People are throwing up this green liquid, turning into chickens themselves. They're like popping out of them. We got them eating skin off their faces. In the grinder, we get people getting grinded up in the grinder. The chicken like throwing up food in the little chicken. I mean, there's just so much. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's getting chopped up, eaten, cooked up, like the chicken people are cutting up people, ripping their heads off, biting their eyes out. We got explosions. We got some talking food in it, which something happens, I won't tell you any more than that. Yeah, it's just crazy, over the top, extreme exploitations. Lots of nudity, singing, like I said, about threesomes, having sex in the restaurant. He's fantasizing. We got a cameo by Ron Jeremy. What else we got going on? I mean, just people exploding. I mean, any grotesque way that you can think of, it's pretty much in the movie. They even have a chicken cracking the guy's head open, kind of like an egg. Just, yeah, you'll see. There's even way more to it than that. They turn into chickens, like chickens popping out of their chest, coming out of their, I mean, of course, people laying eggs, all nasty body fluids, which I'm probably repeating myself on that. But yeah, it's interesting to watch. I mean, it's not probably something you'd watch over and over, kind of like the Human Centipede. You watch it and you're like, why did I watch this? But you watch it anyway. And I mean, I might watch it again in the future, or at least listen to the soundtrack. It was kind of funny. I mean, you know, then you got your, I mean, it's got gay jokes in it. It's got everything in it. So, like I said, it could offend you. But if you're into that type of humor, over-the-top gore, blood squirting out, crap, whatever. I mean, it's interesting to watch. The acting wasn't too bad. I mean, like, some of the costumes, some of it looked a little better than the others. But, you know, I mean, it's a low-budget trauma film, so what do you expect? You know, you're just going to get your trauma production. So, yeah, there's like a main demon chicken that comes out. And there's a secret to something that'll stop them, which I'm not going to spoil the ending because, you know, I've talked about all, like, the death scenes and stuff. So, yeah. If that's something you're interested in, seeing some sick, twisted, sexual exploitation, body fluid, chicken zombies, musical, then check out this movie. Otherwise, don't watch it. You have been warned. So yeah, what the buck? So that's it. Wow, I've been talking for 9 minutes here. So I'm just going to go ahead and end this. That's my crazy review, I guess, or stuff that I've talked about in the movie. Not much of a review, just craziness that, if you've seen it, tell me what you think. If you plan on watching it, enjoy, I guess. All right, like, share, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll check you in the next video. I can't even talk. I'm just still all clucked up, I guess, from watching that. All right, have a good night in case, or like the Truman Show, good morning in case I don't see it. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.